For Indonesian lawyer Lisa Hiariej, taking on the Australian government has been a bit like waiting for Godot. It is almost 5 years since she decided to take legal action on behalf of 115 Indonesians she alleges were wrongly incarcerated as minors in adult prisons and detention centers across Australia. In that time, not once has a government representative showed up to meet her about the case. At first, Hiariej says, she sought compensation through mediation but after repeated summons were denied, and a FOI request rejected, she decided to take the government to court, suing it for $1.3 million in a class action lodged in Indonesia. Somewhat improbably, the Central Jakarta District Court agreed to hear the case, but at each hearing since February, the Australians have failed to show. In May, a letter detailing the doctrine of sovereign immunity was delivered in court before Hiariej arrived. Drafted by a Jakarta law firm, the letter suggested the Australian government agencies being sued again had no intention of appearing. The case comes to court again on Tuesday, September 19, is the last call for the Australians, Hiariej told The Guardian from a Jakarta cafe. But even if they don't come, the trial will continue, with or without them. Hiariej argues her clients were minors, and were lured into working as crew on boats ferrying asylum seekers to Australia. Once arrested by Australian authorities, she says, they were subject to controversial and since discredited X-ray tests that incorrectly determined they were adults. Indonesian boy, wrongfully jailed in adult prison for people smuggling, has conviction overturned. Read more. At the time, Australia adhered to a policy that members of people smuggling crews found to be minors should be returned home. Instead, Hiariej says, her clients were detained for between 6 months and almost 3 years, 34 in adult jails and 81 in detention centers.